Boom, boom, boom. This is Jared, and I'm back. Hey, guys, man, thanks for tuning in. We have a very special show tonight. But before I, before I introduce our very special guest, and thanks for watching from YouTube, Steve Belcher. All right, man. I want to give my deepest condolences to the family of Donnell, kidney warrior Donnell, and his, Donnell Carley, his family. Deepest condolences to his family for his passing. He's a beloved and dear kidney warrior in the kidney disease community. And I want to give my deepest condolences to Donnell's family. But now, all right, I'm going to introduce somebody tonight. All right. Y'all know, you may not know. And if you don't, then I'm going to tell you tonight. I'm from Utah. All right. I'm from Utah. And tonight I will be interviewing somebody from my own state. So I don't get to do that very often. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty pumped about that. So I'll be introducing Chad Mikesell. All right. And he is from Utah, of course. Kidney warrior. He's a husband. He's somebody who he's looking for a kidney donor so that he can extend his life, so that he can be with his family for a greater period of time in his life. All right. So please give a very special welcome, a very special Warriors Quest welcome for Chad Mikesell, all the way from Clinton, Utah. All right. That's not very far away from me. I'm excited to bring him on. We're going to get his story, and we're going to get this told, broadcasted all over the internet. All right. Here we go. Give him a very special Warriors Quest welcome, everybody. Here we go. VIP. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. What is up, Chad? How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing really well. Thank you. Man, it's a real treat to have you on. Thanks for accepting my invite and coming on the Warriors Quest show. Again, I don't interview people from Utah very often, so I'm super excited. Like when I say things like the Lagoon Amusement Park, or the Utah Jazz or anything like that, man, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. So,
yep.
Man, I'm yeah. So, man, let's have everybody get to know you a little bit. Introduce yourself. I'll put you solo when you do that. Let us know a little bit about your origin story. And every hero has an origin story. I'm a big comic book superhero guy, and how did your origin stories, how did that all kind of start?
Okay, we can do that. So, I'm Chad Mikesell. I'm from Morgan, Utah, originally. Which, if nobody knows where that is, it's going up towards Evanston. Just a little town that I was born and raised there. Played sports, played football. I wrestled.
Oh, right on.
I also ran track in high school. I'm LDS. I served a mission in Florida. I loved every minute of it. It was a blast. Still miss the people in Florida. Came home, started working with my wife on a blind date.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
For 12 years now. So we have 2 kids. We have a daughter and a son. Daughter is 18 and the son is 10.
Okay. All right. Very cool. So So a mission in Florida, very cool. I served a mission in Hamburg, Germany.
Okay.
So Florida is pretty humid there, right? I've got some friends that come from Florida, some kidney disease friends.
Yes, very humid.
Yeah, and you've been married for 12 years. That's awesome. Very cool. And you met on a blind date. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So who set up the blind date?
It was actually my cousin and her friend.
Okay. All right. And how did that blind date go?
I think it went well. We're
All right.
married,
I
so
mean,
I guess it went
obviously
well.
it must have gone somewhat well because things are still going, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes the
Yeah.
first date doesn't go so well, and then all of a sudden you've got to kind of, patch things up, but it sounds like it went pretty well, huh?
Yeah, it actually was really well. So
All right, cool. So, um, so how long have you had kidney disease? How long have you known that you've had kidney
I
disease?
I found out about it 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And the way I found out was actually a car wreck.
Really?
I was in a car wreck and I went to the ER. My blood pressure was extremely high,
Uh-huh.
and so they kept me there for about 3 hours and
Uh-huh.
got it down just a little, not much. I mean, I
Okay.
was pretty much at stroke level. They wanted me
Wow.
down a little lower, and then they told me to go to my regular doctor. So I went, and he wanted to check out my kidneys and did some blood work. He told me he wanted me to send me to a specialist. So I went to a specialist, and they biopsied my kidney
Uh-huh.
and told me that I had a FSGS.
Wow.
And
Okay. All right. So and so did they speculate in regards to how long you've had FSGS?
no, because they weren't sure like when
Uh-huh.
I got it or how long, and they really didn't know how fast moving it was.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
I sorry, great. Sorry,
No,
I'm
you're
actually
fine.
on my treatment right now.
Yeah. No, you're cool. You're fine. I was just gonna say if you're doing home dialysis, then you need to take that. Then go ahead and I'll go solo for a second. But
No, I gotta figure out what I don't have very much time left, but
all right.
you're okay. It's fine.
So it's
Oh,
Lee Caldwell, thanks for watching. He says Chad is my best friend. So it sounds like your homeboy's watching. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
We've got
please don't.
Debbie also watching. You're a warrior, Chad. We love you. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, Debbie.
My That's my aunt, and actually her husband, so my uncle actually is
All
a
right,
kidney
on.
warrior. So,
All right, very cool.
but yeah,
All right, so the car accident, and then they noticed that your blood pressure was high, and so
yeah,
that's what, and they the prognosis was FSGS, which
yes,
I really need to spend some time um, so that I can actually say the whole, say it. It's focal. Oh my gosh, I always forget how to say the whole
yeah,
thing. It's easier just to say FSGS, but
yeah. I can
um,
never say it either. So,
I know, yeah, but I need to learn that for sure.
yeah,
Um, Chanel, Mikesell, thanks. I think this is your mother. Is that right?
yes,
All right. Well, thanks for watching, Shauna.
it is.
So, had you ever heard of FSGS before they, said
No,
that, this is what's causing your kidney failure?
no, I've never heard of it before, so it was a little shock
All right.
to me.
And it must have been shocking for you.
Yeah. And I at the time when they found out, I was at 21% of kidney function, so I was
21%. Okay. All right.
already pretty low. But,
Uh-huh. Sure.
um,
Your first time finding out that you've got kidney disease and your EGFR is around 21%. You know, um, that's got to be a big concern for sure.
yeah,
And how long was it before you had to go on dialysis where that GFR, that number decreased and your doctors said, hey, it's time, we've got to make this decision?
It was in June of this, well, July of this year. That's when it
All right, all
started.
right. Okay.
My GFR was actually at 2%.
2%.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he let me go a little bit longer than he wanted to, but I was actually feeling um, pretty well. So
Okay.
he didn't want
Wow.
me to have to do this. Um, so and I kept on
Yeah.
asking him. I said, "What would you do?" And he told me,
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be on dialysis yet. So I said, "Okay, well, I don't want to go on it then."
Yeah.
So, but that's kind of where my doctor was standing at the time.
All right.
Just was waiting for me to decide my body wanted to fully, you know, start kind of breaking down a little bit more. I'm not feeling very
Okay.
well. So
So yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was just going to ask. Is at 2%? I mean, how? Yeah, and you said you were feeling pretty well. So, I mean, other than
yeah,
the, him telling you you were at 2%, did you have any other indications that maybe you were declining? Like, were you continuing to have like maybe fatigue or headaches because of your any blood pressure going up and down, or how was your body feeling?
fatigue. I was fatigued for the whole time. So I mean, I couldn't really
Uh-huh.
tell you if it was getting any worse.
Any more or less?
When it started getting worse, is I stopped eating and stopped feeling like I want to do stuff, and that's at the time
Okay.
that it got worse. So and then I went to my doctor later on that month, and he's like, "Yeah, we gotta start you." So
Okay. All right. And was it at that point that he was like talking to you about which modality, which form of dialysis that you may choose?
no, we already decided which one we were doing before.
Had you? Okay.
Um, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to do it because, first
Uh-huh.
off, I'm not a big fan of needles.
All right.
Um,
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. I don't
and
blame
then
you.
second off, I wasn't sure how I was going to poke myself, which I still don't.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh.
My wife still accesses me, so I
All right.
can't
So you
I
still
can't do it
haven't
yet.
gotten, yeah. Well,
So
you still have hopefully not a whole lot of time. Maybe, hopefully with what we're doing today and maybe with the goodness of and compassion, you won't have to learn how to do that. But hopefully, you get a donor that comes forward. Uh, but nonetheless, so she helps you and she's the one who cannulates you. So it's so you've chosen obviously because we've just kind of hinted at you doing home dialysis and I hear the beeping. Um, it sounds it's home hemo though. It's you chose home hemo versus over peritoneal dialysis. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. All right. And what were some things maybe that you liked better than, or what was the deciding factor with home dialysis over PD?
Um, it was the fact that it was kind of more on my time. Like it wasn't as long. Um,
Okay.
with my job, I wasn't sure if I could actually be in bed for 9 hours.
All
So
right.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I decided I didn't want to sit there and have to go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon just to make sure I get my 8 hours or 9 hours of sleep for it to work. And then I didn't really want to drag it with me. I know they told me I could take it with me to work, but I want to sit there, when I'm driving and do that. Um,
Okay.
so the home hemo seemed like a better option for me.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it's not as long. I do it 4 times a week,
Four
about three
times
and
a
a half
week.
hours. Yeah, about three
All
and a half
right.
hours.
3.5 hours. All right.
Yeah.
And what what kind of training did they provide for your wife and for you to kind of understand and be able to do this at home?
Um, they they traded for about a month, 4 weeks, I think they said. Actually, funny part was is they showed her how to stick me.
Uh-huh.
They cannulate me the first day. Then they told her the next day she would have to do it. So there wasn't a
Okay.
lot of training. It was more or less jump in and do it. So it was a little bit of a learning curve for
All
her.
right.
And she wasn't sure about it. I wasn't sure about it because,
Yeah.
now I have a sharp object going into my arm by somebody that's not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But the nurses were great. They helped us through the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
They still help us. If we have any problems right now, we can call them.
All right, cool.
They'll help us with anything that we need. So it's been
Yeah.
really nice that way.
Very cool. You and I have a mutual friend. We talked about this offline, is Julie McKinstry from Syracuse. And she was also, her transplant hospital is also, IHC, Intermountain Hospital. So what, how do you, have you been able to bond with them, and what's your like feedback on how you like them, and and what they've been able to do to kind of help you out?
Um, they're they're they've been pretty good. I've had a few different coordinators. So it's kind of been, in the last, well, actually in the last 2 years.
Uh-huh.
But they keep in contact with me about a monthly, just to let me just see how I'm doing, um, and if I need anything, I can give them a call. Uh, so
Now,
nothing
it's
really
the
huge.
transplant hospital. Is it in Salt Lake City or Murray, or where is it at
Yeah, it's
exactly?
Murray off of 5300 South.
Okay, all right. So it's the exact same spot as Julie then. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, awesome. All right, yeah, I hear really good things about them. I really do. So
So
so tell us a little bit about your journey with getting, having had surgery for the fistula. Um, so with the fistula, you started dialysis in July of this year, is that right?
yes.
Okay. In the beginning, before they were able to like do the training and stuff, you they probably helped you, and you may had to go to in center a little bit initially, but um, what was it like, preparing for that fistula, and many kidney warriors talk about that, the vibration, the thrill.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. There was really any preparation. It was more Dr. McDonald. He just told me, I'm going to get you set up. They called me, told me what day I went in, and
Uh-huh.
they kind of told me what they were going to do. I said, okay. So they put it there, did what they had to do with the fistula, and told me just to make sure I'm always feeling that thrill. The first probably month, it was really weird, just because I could feel it all the time.
Okay.
We were trying to sleep, trying to do stuff. It was just always there. I actually got it in, let's see, year and a half ago. So I've had,
Okay. So you
I've had
have
it
had
for
it
a
for
little
a
bit
while.
longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after a year and a half, I got really used to it. So it's there, but it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
bug me as much. So
And
yeah, I don't.
and now it's like second nature, huh? You just you
Yeah,
feel it all the time, and and you're it's like, man, this is just this is how it is, and and I feel this thrill, this vibration, and is there ever a time where maybe you don't feel it as much, and then you've had to maybe like touch it and see if it's still there?
no, not mine. I don't know. Maybe mine's different than a lot of people. Mine's like very common to me. I can feel it a lot. So,
All right, good, good.
so it's been nice. I don't know. They always ask me, might not feel as strong or it's always been strong with mine. So
Well, it sounds like it's holding up pretty well then, huh?
Yeah. The only other thing we do is, of course, listen for it. That's a little interesting.
So,
Vibration.
so what was it like for your wife in the beginning when she was first, sticking you, cannulating you? I mean, you said she wasn't really sure about it, and how, and how is she doing it now? Has she gotten used to it, and is she not as nervous to do that anymore?
She's not as nervous. Of course, we do buttonholes, so it's a little
Okay.
easier for us. It's
Yeah.
part of the vein. We've had to do sharps a few times. Um, we actually put sharps into the buttonholes. It's just to open it up. I had a little scar tissue. So I had a lot of scar tissue. So it's just open up. She was a little scared of that. Of course, the fear going through the vein. Um, but I mean, with the buttonholes, she's great. She does an amazing job. So I think the beginning was a little stressful. I think she got the hang of it.
I can imagine that. Yeah.
And now, I mean, it's been pretty good. So,
All right. So we've got Gloria here watching as well. I wanted to say thank you for watching, Gloria. She's saying, how do you sleep? Has that, because you don't do it while you're sleeping, like with peritoneal, um, have you had any insomnia? Have you been able to sleep fairly well?
um, after treatments, I guess we're at home. I don't, like, it gives me energy. So it's really hard.
Okay.
I stay up a little later than I want to. Um,
Uh-huh.
my body's tired, but I can't, like, I don't want to really fall asleep, I guess. But I've been able to sleep pretty good the rest of the days. Just usually if I do it late at night, uh, then not really affects me very much, but it does affect wanting to sleep. So
All right. And what about your diet? How has it affected the way you eat and foods and what you're able to actually make for, preparations for dinner and stuff?
um, I'm not on a really strict diet. Um,
All right.
I'm supposed to just stay away from a few things. Of course, your potassium. They want me
Right.
away from to stay away from milk and
Uh-huh.
dairy. Um,
Okay.
and then just of course like what else? Clear liquids, so water, Sprite, stuff like that. They don't want me having any dark liquids.
Right, right.
So it's been challenging because a lot of those things have potassium in it. I
Yeah, I
don't
know
enjoy.
a lot of them do.
So,
You're right.
um, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You have to just live with it. So
So I
do what
presume
you
you still
can.
have to take binders, right?
Yes, I take the binders. They're a lot of
Uh-huh.
fun, let me tell you.
Yeah, I hear from other kidney warriors too that that's not one of their favorite things either.
Yeah. Uh, hey, Jared, can you let me go for just a second, or
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, no worries.
just give me 1 second, okay?
You're fine. All right, so we're hearing, we're watching
Let
and learning a little
just
bit more about Chad's story here. He's doing home dialysis, so he's actually dealing with something right now, and I'm going to mute him while he's doing that, um, so that we can make sure that he gets that taken care of. I really appreciate him doing this interview, despite right now he's still doing home dialysis, so he's kind of multitasking. So please, it's imperative that we get this story out there. So please don't be stingy. All right, please share this. Share it with your Facebook feed. Share it in Facebook groups, especially if you're from Utah and you're watching. All right, please share this with Facebook groups that are geared towards Utah, like there are classified Facebook groups, because it is a form really of selling, is we're selling the idea of somebody becoming a living kidney donor. So put this in as many Utah Facebook groups as possible, and also make sure that you're just sending this out to maybe friends and family in your Facebook Messenger, or as a text message and a link, so on and so forth. And so we're gonna, he's got a fistula. He's got that thrill that we've talked about. Kevin's saying the video is horrible, or video is terrible. Is that on me? Because I'm looking at my mobile phone and it looks fine to me. Hopefully that's just on you, because I've got my mobile phone right in front of me. I hope it's not horrible. But thanks for watching, Kevin. Kevin's from Idaho. Thanks for watching, Kevin. I'm in Utah and he's in Idaho, so we're just neighboring states right now. So thanks for watching, Kevin. Other people too, thank you for watching tonight, because it's very important that we get this story out there so that we broadcast it to as many people as possible. I think he may be ready again. All right, you ready, buddy? All right, there we go. Your mic was muted. How you doing? Is everything okay now? All right. Look, sounds like you may be trying to link a Bluetooth earbud. Oh, thanks, Lisa. You know how I'm creative, Lisa. All right. So, can you hear me okay, Chad? All right. So while he's trying to get that, fixed, we're just going to talk a little bit about, okay, with the setup with home dialysis. All right, it's different than peritoneal, but he still has much like peritoneal. Kidney disease patients that do home dialysis, they're able to do dialysis at home. They have a lot of flexibility. They're able to do, because they're able to do it at home, many of them can still work. And so I apologize. We're trying to get the audio back on. Let me know when you can hear me, Chad.
I can hear you, not really well.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my mic. Is like, it's like the
all right, yeah. Some people are saying that you're breaking up just a little bit, so hopefully we. All right, so I can hear you just a little bit, so you can hear me now, Chad. Is that right? All right, so he's going to come back in a moment. Hopefully we can get that rectified, so that we can bring him on, in a moment to get his information and get this out there. Again, we've got Chad from Clinton, Utah. He's on home dialysis. He's got the fistula, and he's able to do this to really, it's a life support for him. And they diagnosed him with FSGS. All right. For those of you that aren't familiar with that, we've got many kidney warriors who also have this. So any kidney warriors that are watching tonight, all right, that also have FSGS, please comment below. Comment below if you have FSGS, or maybe if you even have a friend or some sort of relative that has FSGS as well. And if you do home dialysis, I'd like to see comments below. If you do home dialysis, there's a lot of commonality that we have, and that's the beauty of the kidney disease community, is that many of you currently do dialysis, or you have done dialysis before, and so we can come together as a community and give him support, give him encouragement, and when we make sure that they feel encouraged, then there's hope, and hope is a beautiful thing. We want to give we want to give as many people hope as possible. That's right, Lisa. He is a dialysis warrior. All right. So what is FSGS? So focal segmental glow, and that's where I get messed up on the rest of that. We have some other kidney warriors who have FSGS. I've got Audrey Bella Langston who has FSGS. I also have Dawn Kurkowski. I know her, and she has FSGS. So any other kidney warriors that are watching that are more familiar with FSGS, please comment below. All right. And this disease, FSGS, affects the kidneys. It starts to break down the kidneys' functions, which makes the person have kidney failure. All right. And we've got, yes, please share this broadcast. We want to get this out there to as many people as possible so that we can make sure everybody knows where he can be, where the living kidney donor can actually call, and where they can actually click on a link. So we've got the information down below on that scroll, that it's scrolling across the screen right now. If you'd like to be a donor for Chad Mikesell, please call 801-507-3380. And then we've got the IHC hospital information as well. Kevin from Idaho is saying he's been on PD for 3 years this month. So he does, Kevin's doing PD, and so he's doing home dialysis as well, but he's chosen PD. All right, so hopefully we can get your audio back on, Chad.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Sounds like some of the guests can't hear you very well, but I can hear you. Just as long as we can hear each other, I guess that's all that really counts, and they can just turn their volume up, I suppose.
I'll try to speak louder.
All right, sounds good. So, so we have one question here about what's FSGS, and then I messed up on the for the full word. So it's focal segmental glow, and that's then I get stuck on the G part. Syndrome. I know it's syndrome in the end, but the G part, I get that stuck on that. And I know in a very simple term that FSGS starts to make the kidneys function at a lower rate, and then eventually they don't function at all. But how much have the doctors told you about FSGS and how that affects the kidneys?
So it breaks down the filters in your kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
And it just pretty much makes them so they don't filter out anything. And that's kind of where you get your kidney diseases. It's something that can come back and be reoccurring, even if you do get a new kidney. So that's always the fear with having FSGS, but it's a risk you're willing to take.
Absolutely, yeah. I have heard that too, that there is that chance that the FSGS may even affect the transplanted kidney, and then it has for others as well. However, you're right. Absolutely, it's still a risk and a chance that you want to take, because even if it's for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, that transplanted kidney that's working well for you at that time is going to be much better, a better quality of life for you than being on dialysis and having what you're going through right now.
Yeah.
So hopefully and I said this while you were when I took you off. I appreciate you doing the interview tonight, because it sounds like you're doing it kind of multitasking while you're doing home dialysis. So I really appreciate you doing this.
I'm done now. So
all right. So let's see. I got what I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about is the setting up the home dialysis. Was that something that you had to focus on? Like you had to have one room specifically designed for it, kind of, like maybe a den area in your house, or and how have you kind of arranged that in your home?
Yeah, so we did it downstairs in our basement living room.
Okay.
We had to shuffle a lot of things around
Uh-huh.
and make it. There's a lot of boxes. We have at least a month's worth of supplies for my cartridge, my sacks, my packs, all that. So setting up was just trying to figure out where,
Okay.
and then you have to have, of course, your water lines and your waste lines that go somewhere. And the best place they said was going to the washer. So
Okay.
ultimate, our ending point was the basement
Locker
where
room's
our
not
washer
far
is.
away.
No, it's just right across the hall. So
All right. All
not
right.
far away. But see if I can.
Do you mind showing us the your setup and the machine and everything? Is that okay?
Yeah, oh,
All right, I'm gonna put you solo while you're doing that. Is it?
yeah, that's fine. Let me see if I can get it. So there's the machine.
All right, so it's the next stage, right?
Yep.
All right, and where do you put the cartridges?
Cartridge goes right there
Uh-huh.
inside that. It just pulls. Yeah, it just pulls out just like that. Put the
Okay.
cartridge in there.
Mm-hmm.
Down there is where the sack goes. If you can see that, hopefully.
Yes, that's a little better.
That's where the sack goes.
Right there. Okay.
Dialysis. Yep. And then we got our saline line hookups. Yeah.
And that's on the saline line is on that pole that's on
Yep.
that sort of tripod looking thing that has
That's actually a small one if you can see it.
the smaller one. Okay.
Yep. That's where the saline line goes. This is all our nice, wonderful boxes.
And your mom is saying Jenica is great and well organized. Is that your wife's name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It does look like she's organized. That's pretty cool. I saw those little compartments and everything.
Yeah, everything's organized. It has its place, so we do pretty good.
All right, very cool. So Gloria Mungo is asking, is it all free? I think that it's not, but there's probably your insurance that helps cover the cost of that. How does that work?
Well, as far as we know right now, our insurance is covering it.
Uh-huh.
I know we've hit our out of pocket and everything, so I'm not sure exactly what next year will bring. But
okay.
I don't know what they do from year to year.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Didn't really tell us that, so we'll have to wait and see.
And so I'm gonna take you off solo so we can talk a little bit. But that's really interesting. I've seen that before from other kidney warriors, but it's very interesting to see that and how each person has it set up. And then she's saying, and your mom's saying that she loves your wife very much. I love to see the family support. I really love that. Speaking of which, because this can be, a journey that's not very easy, as you already know. It's a roller coaster ride, ups and downs, peaks, valleys. How has your family rallied around you during this time? How has that been, how has your support system been able to lift you up?
It's been good. It's been a little harder, of course, with COVID, but it has been better. They've been doing, a great job. So I do have a good supporting cast. So
it sounds nice. Like that, yeah. And so part of the title of the show is that I picked to interview is fight like a Mikesell, because that was kind of the title or slogan motto that your family has kind of taken on. You created a Facebook group, to kind of rally everybody. How did you guys pick that that sort of slogan or that motto, "Fight like a Mikesell"? What kind of meaning does that have?
Well, a lot, I guess. It was my wife that came up with it. And it goes off of well, I guess a little backstory.
All right.
When I was premature when I was born.
Okay.
So I weighed 2 pounds 10 ounces.
2 pounds?
Long.
Yeah. Wow. How premature were you? Like how many weeks?
It was 2 months 6 days.
Uh-huh.
So, and if I get this wrong, I guess my mom can correct me. But
okay.
evidently, I guess I was pretty much pronounced. You know, I was told that I wasn't going to live.
Wow.
And then
so you're an overcomer, brother.
Yeah. So my grandpa and my dad gave me a blessing.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I'm still here today. So that's kind of where the Fight Like Mikesell comes, because
I love it. You're an overcomer.
So,
you know, someone who
kind of where it goes.
For in some, you know, in some way, the doctors didn't think that you would even come into this world, and here you are. You know, it says a lot about, you know, about your faith and how God wants you to be here, you know, and that you still have something here to do.
Yeah. So I guess my work's not done yet.
It's not, no, yeah. She's saying it's really hard because Chad thinks he's a Superman. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, you know, you try not to. Sometimes that's good though, because, you know, it means that you know, that you try to, you know, to do things even though maybe you're not supposed to, just because you have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Moxie, a lot of determination, you know. So it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, bless your mother and your wife, and God bless your family. I sincerely love it that they rally around you, that they've given you so much support. How has your faith grown during this time, Chad? And how is your faith? You know, because sometimes what happens, I know for me, when I've had some trials in my life, you know, I've had some doubts. We all do, but I've chosen to strengthen my faith, and because I can't do this alone. I wish I could sometimes. Sometimes I think I can do it alone, but I can't. You know, I've been through a divorce. My parents have died, each of them separately, of cancer, and you know, I've got a daughter that's estranged to me. You know, and so I've gone through some trials in my life, and I think that sometimes, you know, I can do this, but I can't. How has your faith grown during this process?
It's been a roller coaster for a little while.
Yeah.
The first part was the why me kind of thing.
Right.
But you kind of, after a while, you kind of realize that it's kind of like the why not me? I mean, if it's not me, it's somebody else. So, and there's other people that have it worse. So, might as well just suck it up and do it. I mean, so that, and I mean, it's just it's nice to have family and friends in a community that's, you know, all kind of a part of it, anyways, and that helps you grow. So, friends and family really helped out.
So she's saying that you've always been a fighter. You never give up. The nurses used to fight over him because he was so strong from day one. That's awesome. So from day one, you've always been a fighter, and you know, it says a lot about your character. You're not going to give up even when things get rough. So you are a warrior, you know, because that's what warriors do. And even when they get knocked down, they get right back up. And it sounds like you've chosen to get back up, even though you've been knocked down a couple times. And and I love that this that your family has given you a lot of support, and friends, anybody else, anybody else that's watching tonight, please share this. Don't be stingy, because we want to get this out there to as many people as possible. It's amazing how this can work, but you can share it, and then all of a sudden a friend you went to high school with and you haven't even interacted with for years may see this and feel inspired, and so that's what we want to do, and that's why it's very important that we get more people to watch this and have more people be aware of this. So please share this. Don't be stingy. That's key. Yes, keep the community and neighborhoods involved. Absolutely. And she's mimicking. I don't be stingy. Let's share this. Sharing is caring. Caring is sharing. So let's do this. That's right. We will always be kidney strong. The kidney disease community is, we're a great community, and man, we can do great things when we come together. And I'm excited that we can rally around you tonight, Chad. We can rally around you and help you. Now that you've been on the Warriors Quest show, you're part of the family now, all right? And, I'm going to do, I'll be doing some, like a watch party, and I'll be doing, sharing this a little bit more, and I'll do whatever I can to help get this information out there. You have a Facebook group, Fight Like a Mikesell. What are some other things that maybe you've done to try to garner some attention? Have you done some things like maybe some T-shirts, or if you've been able to do like a magnet or on a car or anything like that?
We've done some T-shirts and hoodies for just I put it out on Facebook for people to buy. They were all sublimated T-shirts.
Okay.
My boys' baseball team did jerseys that were made up and had everything on it. I've done a few, like I haven't done magnets, but I've done like stickers for my family. It has wristbands that we have, or little rubber silicone bands.
Oh, right on. Some wristbands. Very cool. All right, yeah. So there's just tons of ideas, and I'm sure that it sounds like you've been able to do some of these things already, which is awesome. And I was talking while you're offline. I'm not sure if you heard this, but what I've done to share this locally is really good. And so when I was advocating for Julie McKinstry, I used to share things to a lot of like Facebook groups that were centered around like Utah. Like there are a number of like classified ads Facebook groups, Davis, Weaver County, yard sale online Facebook groups, stuff like that. And so I would try to share the information for her in these Facebook groups, because they were, local Facebook groups, to try to get more information about her. But as much as possible, whatever we can get as far as help, it's important that we just get this out there. And I appreciate everybody who's sharing tonight. I appreciate everybody who's watching tonight, because as a kidney disease community, we're stronger together. Chad's warrior from birth, being born, weighing 2 pounds. Yes, God is not through with you. You're a miracle of God's love for you. You are a miracle that God loves you. I mean, that's awesome. Absolutely. Lee Caldwell, I've worn my wristband for almost 2 years. So she's wearing one. That's cool. That's so cool. I love that. And let's see, churches, schools, colleges, stores. Then we've got Shauna again, your mother, saying, haven't taken mine off since Chad gave it to me and want to and want to take it off until we and don't want to take it off until we have a kidney. So hopefully she takes it off soon, which means that you have a living kidney donor soon. So I'm hoping she doesn't continue to have it on for an extended period of time, and I'm hoping that we can have you have somebody feel compassionate enough, inspired enough because of tonight's broadcast that they'll contact your transplant hospital. So we've got Jamie. Is that Hinks? How is that pronounced? Hinks? Thanks for watching, Jamie. Is this a friend or a relative of yours, Chad?
It's my brother's partner.
All right, right on. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, Jamie. And so we're nearing the end a little bit here, Chad. But what I'd like is just to spend a little time for you to maybe talk a little bit about what you would like to say, to people that are watching. Sometimes I have the person I'm interviewing, like maybe they give their plea, their request, or they talk about themselves a little bit at the end of the interview, just to talk about how maybe they feel like they've overcome, and any kind of words that you want to say. I'd like you just to kind of talk a little bit about yourself and how we can help you out.
I guess not really just help me out, but there's so many other people that need help with a kidney. And if you're not helping me out, maybe you're helping somebody else out. I fully believe that I can continue fighting. There are people that, have, they're probably wavering. They're probably losing their hope. And just to help out and not just do it for me, but do it for everybody else. There's so many other people that need help too, that need a kidney. That can help them, live a better life. So don't just do it for me, but do it for all those other people. And there's people, there's people you probably don't even know about right now that, in your family or your friend group that, is fighting a battle like this, and you don't know about it. And sometimes reaching out and helping and asking and doing your, what you can to help them, doing your part is a great thing.
Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, no, that's cool. And the hospital, transplant hospital, IHC, does accept the paired exchange program, and so you're right. You're exactly right. Is what if they, even though, and that's why I didn't necessarily put your blood type here, because with the paired exchange program, it really doesn't matter what blood type you are. You can apply to be a donor for Chad, and if you're not the exact blood type that is a match for him, then it actually does still speed up. It'll speed up and expedite his chances to have a donor, because then his hospital will use organizations like UNOS and some other organizations to help find a match, and they'll do that part. And in that swap, he'll eventually get a kidney. But statistically, it'll speed this up when the paired exchange program starts. Whereas if he waits for a deceased donor, they say you could be on the list for up to 5 to 7 years on an average. And it could be longer. That's just, an average. And so we want to speed up your chances. We want to give you a better quality of life. What I want to do is I want to end this show by giving you hope, because hope is a powerful thing, Chad. You already know this. I don't need to tell you that. Hope is powerful. One of the strongest things that we can have is hope. And I want to tell you now that I do not only have hope, I have faith that our God, our Heavenly Father, is acutely aware of what's going on in your life. I know that He's going to watch over you and protect you, and I know that He loves you. I know that he's not going to overlook you or forsake you. I know that. And I know that he hears our prayers. And I absolutely know that when we pray together and we do more than just pray, you know how faith works. When we do more than just pray, but we show action, then great things can happen. And I've seen great things happen when a great number of people, a community, a unified group of people come together for a great cause. And your cause is a great cause. When we come together for that and we do more than just pray, but we show action, inspired things will happen. I firmly believe that. And I know that we can have that hope because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. And I know it can happen for you. You know, I can't say when, but I can say it can happen because I know it. I know God works that way. You know, many people that have been on the Warriors Quest show have gone on and they've gotten a kidney transplant surgery. So, you know, obviously Julie McKinstry is someone whom I advocated for as an example of somebody that I've helped directly. You know, and then I advocated for Tom Spencer, you know, and his wife donated to him. I had somebody on this show in end of July, this show, and his name's Jonathan Traylor, and he had a kidney transplant like 2 weeks after he was on my show. And so God works in mysterious ways. You know this. I should have, you know, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. And I'm excited that we're getting your story out there, but you know, I'm more excited that we're going to come together as a community to help get your story out there, because it's to me very exciting when we get so inspired to tell such a story as yours, because the other things are going on. You know, there are some things that I don't want to call them trivial or frivolous, but there are. You know, there are things on TV that aren't necessarily productive, and this is something we can all rally around. It's someone who's looking for a living kidney donor, so that you can get a better quality of life, an extension on your life, a second lease on life, a gift of life. And so I'm excited that we can rally around such a cause, and that we can give you the hope that you deserve, because you obviously are well loved. You've got a great family support, you know, friends and everything. And I'm anyway, I'm glad that you've come on tonight, and I'll be happy to share this and do what I can to get this broadcast to every social media platform that I'm connected to. Okay.
I was honored to come on. It's fun.
Great. Well, thank you very much again. Please thank your wife for letting me steal you for about an hour, and God bless her for the work she does. All right.
Thank you for this. It's been awesome.
You're welcome, Chad. You know, we're not hop, skip, and a jump, man. I was just in West Point today. I did the pickup at Smith's with the, you know, had the deliveries where I, you know, parked in that little place, you know, and I called that little phone number at Smith's and at the grocery store, and had them put the groceries in the back of my hatchback and everything. So, you know, West Point, I wasn't far away from you probably.
Oh, you probably drove right by my house.
Probably, yeah. But anyway, man, thank you very much. Man, hit me up, and don't hesitate to message me when that call does happen, whether it's a living kidney donor or a deceased donor angel, and you get that call. Please don't hesitate to hit me up. You know, let me know about it. Okay.
I will.
All right. Thanks, Chad. God bless you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving. All right.
So you as well. Thanks.
Thanks, Chad. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oops. That's what happens when you click the wrong button. So guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. We had the pleasure of hearing from Chad Mikesell from Clinton, Utah, from my own state. Okay. All right, somebody from my own state where I live, and I'm super excited to get his story out there. Again, he's from my own state, and so I'm glad to get everybody's story out there. You know that, and I'm so Steve's all laughing at me because I clicked on the wrong button. That's cool. Even I make mistakes, and I've been doing this for a while. But I'm super excited to get his story out there because he is from my own state, you know, and I'm super excited to be able to broadcast this. I'm going to put it on my Twitter. I'm going to tweet it. I'm going to put it on Instagram. I'm going to put it on every social media platform I can. I'll do a watch party, but I need your help. Okay, please don't be stingy. All right, I'm going to put that little banner out there again. Please share this because I've got over 4,000 Facebook friends. But the thing about Facebook is that even when I post it on my own feed, not everybody sees it. Not every single person of my 4,000 friends will actually see it. It's that weird, silly algorithm, right? And so I need your help so that we can get this seen and visible. What that means is, whoops, now I've got stuff falling off. So what we need is we need everybody to share this, number one. Number two, we need more comments. Okay, engagement helps. So it's going to help on YouTube as well. Engagement, more comments. So please, anything that you want to say in the comments section helps. So right here, I have 5,000. So true, I understand. That's awesome. You have 5,000. That's like the max. You can't have more than 5,000 Facebook friends. So the more comments, the more visible this becomes. And the more we actually share this, then it also makes it more visible with the algorithm that Facebook does. And so please continue to comment. Sometimes what happens is after the live broadcast, the comments start to slow down. Please even comment tomorrow. Comment tomorrow. Share this tomorrow. Start a watch party. Let me put that up there too, because that one's one I haven't used it yet tonight. Start a watch party, and let's get this information. Put it on your Twitter. Put it on your own feed. Send it as a link in text messages. Share it on Facebook groups, large, small, whatever. But let's get this information out there for this kidney warrior. All right, you guys, I appreciate all the shares. I appreciate your comments. Okay. Without your help, I would not be able to do this and spotlight these kidney warriors and give them the attention, the spotlight that they deserve. Okay, their voices need to be heard, and I want to make sure it happens. I want to magnify, all right, and make sure that we get this intensified as much as possible. And I appreciate your help in doing this. We want to get this out there to as many people as possible. All right, so my condolences again, my deepest condolences to Darnell Carley's family. We've had a beloved kidney warrior, Darnell Carley, pass away. So my deepest condolences. I also want to say how much I appreciate Steve Belcher. I want to publicly say how much I admire you, your strength, your courage, your toughness. I appreciate your partner with Urban Kidney Alliance, Tamika, as well. Don P. Edward Mormon, or I always get that long hyphenated name mixed up. Dawn. I appreciate her. I appreciate Lisa Baxter. I appreciate Jim Myers. I appreciate everybody that's part of the Urban Health Outreach media. Audrey Bella Langston. Anybody that I've left out, I apologize. It's inadvertent, but I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everything that I've been able to get as far as support, because without your support, we wouldn't be able to make this happen. So please continue to support the Urban Kidney Alliance. I urge you. I started a donation for the Urban Kidney Alliance today. Please see it on my Facebook feed. And if you would, please donate to the Urban Kidney Alliance. It would mean a great deal to me, because this is a nonprofit organization. It's grassroots, and it's without them, the kidney disease community would certainly they would have a big void. And please, and Shefo, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. Also, Nashonda Larimore as well. That's another one. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for, again, your support. Thank you for sharing. I want to thank Chad's family for watching tonight. We've had some newer watchers here, some newer viewers. Shauna, thank you. All of Chad's family, thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for liking and following our Facebook page. Please also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Urban Health Outreach Media YouTube channel. And you can also find us 24/7 on our online TV channel for Stream, STRIMM. So we are not finished yet, all right? We're going to continue to plug away, and we're going to continue to help as many people as possible in the kidney disease community. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, if I don't hear from you, again until Thursday. All right, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for so many different things. I'm thankful for my family, my beautiful wife, my daughters, my son, Bronco. I'm thankful for the whole kidney disease community. I'm thankful for everybody that I now have a connection with because of this disease. I don't have this disease, but I'm infected with it. I'm infected with it because of my passion that I have to help people. And I'm thankful that for this calling that I have to help people, and then I may be able to work as an instrument in with God's direction. God bless everyone. Thank you again. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace. I'm out. Where's that outro? Boom!